Playing all day. I used to wake up and play the game. Didn't even eat breakfast till about 3, 4 o'clock. In this game all day. Don't do nothing else. Go to the bathroom, eat, and play the game all day. And I done wasted a whole day away. I ain't been successful. I ain't did nothing. I ain't working on no business plan. I ain't getting no lesson. I ain't getting no smarter. All I'm doing is playing the game all day. See, all these are tools of the enemy. It seem real subtle. Nothing wrong with the game. Nothing wrong with that, but too much of anything is a bad thing. Amen. And what the devil wants, and the Travis Porter spirit said, man, do all you want to. Ain't no limits, man. If you want to play a game all day, man, do it all day, man. Read no book, man. Forget that. They said if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. Because we ain't finna read no books. We ain't finna get no knowledge. My Lord, my Lord. So that's where all the knowledge, that's where all the multimillionaire secrets are. And we don't get them because we ain't reading no book. My Lord. So we missing it. True. And it's all set up to keep us turned down. The devil don't want you turned up. The devil don't want you thinking clearly. That's the first one, thinking clearly. The devil don't want you to think clearly. So that's why all these devices are there to take your mind out of thinking clearly. Second, it says, protect them by the body armor of faith and love. Faith and love, that's the second way to be all the way turned up. You gotta have faith. You gotta believe something you can't even see. Yes, Lord. You gotta see yourself out of a situation that it don't even look like there's no path to get out. Amen. The school teacher told me there's 3 levels of any situation on the way out. It goes from impossible to difficult to dumb. Those are the 3 stages. Anything you facing can go from impossible to difficult to done. Yes, Lord. Done. Amen. Yes, Lord. It was impossible. I got 2 felonies on my record. I'm living for God now. God, I done gave my life for you. I ain't got no job. Well, it's impossible for me to make a decent living and taking care of these kids I got. God, I got these felonies. Okay, I'm living for you now, but I'm starved. God, that's on my record. That's impossible. Ain't nobody hiring no felons, God. It went from impossible to difficult. Then I got a job. It wasn't a job I wanted. I worked in warehouses. I worked at Costco, stocking produce, and having to deal with old rotten stuff, and had to throw all that stuff out. Didn't really like it. Part-time, wouldn't give me but 4 hours a day. You know what I'm like? I gotta do it. You know, it's difficult. I got a family, God. I got 4 kids. I had my child when I was working on this part-time job, working 4 hours a day. I just had a baby, God. It's difficult, God. I'm trying. Yeah, I do have a job, but it's still difficult, God. And then it went to done. God saw that I was about Him. I stayed working. I worked 2 jobs when I had to. Worked 3 jobs sometime when I had to. Then God sent me in a corporate job. I dress like this every day. This ain't no church suit. I usually dress like that. My wife get on me because I like to dress like that every Sunday. Because I got to wear a certain tie 6 days a week. The fellow, God has given me a Fortune 500 job at a major company. Making more than most folk with degrees. I don't even have a degree yet. I'm going to get it. But I make more than most folk with degrees. It went from impossible to difficult to done. That's what God wants you to know. Yeah, it might look impossible right now. The odds might look like they stacked against you. Everybody doing it. Ain't no way out. If I don't do this, how else I'm going to make it? God will make a way. Amen. And He sent me by here to be, I'm a living example. I'm a living proof that God will make a way. If you live from Him, He'll make a way out of no way. It'll go from impossible to difficult to done. So we got to think clearly. We got to be protected by faith and love. We got to love our brothers. We got to love each other. Loving somebody means you're going to help them. You're going to do whatever it takes to help somebody if you love them. And finally, we have to be confident in our salvation. The only way we can be confident in our salvation, we give our life to Christ. We live for Him. Then you can be confident. You know it's going to work out because you're living for God. Amen? Amen. Let us all stand. Amen.